Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to a really quick message about saying yes to sacred space. So this has been coming through the last couple of weeks, but even more so, and I'm putting this on my channel to remind myself to say yes to sacred space and to share it in case it's helpful. But they were saying that if there ever was a time, and very often we create our own personal inner sanctuaries or oases, but ironically, when we're confined to home and we consider home our sanctuary, but it's still so important to create your own sacred space, your own sacred sanctuaries, your oases, if you can find it. So they were drumming this home to me because it's all about this divine new balance that's coming in. We're getting a new divine balance, like divine timing. Like there's divine time for work, there's divine time for play, there's divine time to be with others, divine time to be with yourself. It's in these times, these crunch times, where it's almost like a crazy experiment. We have a pandemic, we're confined to the home, you may be living on top of people, you may still be trying to work at home, and it's like people are in your space, but yet you still have to have your own inner space. And they were saying, whatever you find during this time, add it to your spiritual toolbox. And whenever you have a chance, say yes to creating more inner sanctuary and your own personal oasis. So they personally worked it out with me. Like I found various places where I can feel free, whether it's out in nature. Um, you can watch some clouds, birds, trees, flowers. Nature is so soothing and peaceful. If you want to exercise, dance, blast music, if you want to put on your headphones, whatever it is that you're allowed to be creative, lose yourself in a project, exercise, dance, anything that is your own personal space, even if you're living on top of someone else, it is to say yes. And what they're saying is, the old way of we would always put that off because we had so much to do, whether we were working or we didn't have time for that, we didn't make time for that. They were saying, even if you're working from home, I'm working from home personally. They were saying, take more breaks, allow yourself more time to take a walk, to go out in nature, to have more sacred space, listen to your favorite songs, dance around like a crazy person, find new videos on YouTube or something to exercise. And if you have home equipment, if you can't get to the gym, or if you can go out for a run, or whatever you do, whatever's your time, your space, say yes. And they were saying it's so divine because not only are we still bombarded with energy and we have to work our way through it. I mean, and the times are different now. They were saying, say yes, 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 because there's something really divine about this. Because even when life goes back to a new normal, we are to still say yes even more to those inner sanctuaries and those oases. So whatever you find now, add it to your spiritual toolbox, even when life comes back to a new normal. But they were saying it's so important now because you get a divine clearing, you find divine peace, you come back, your energy gets a better balance. When you come back from your personal oasis or whatever you've lost yourself in, when you come back, you are a better balance. You have a divine better balance, energy balance, and you're greeting the world with a better energy balance. You're greeting the people you live with a better energy balance. Say if you disappear for an hour to do a creative project or exercise or whatever it is that works for you, you come back a better person for it. You have better energy. It's the most helpful thing that you can possibly do for yourself and those around you. So they were bringing it home the last couple of weeks. If you want more time to, it's a divine, it's divine time to play and a divine time to work. And a lot of us put too much emphasis on work and not enough on play, or too much on work and not enough relaxation, too much with our energy with other people and not enough with ourselves. There's something really divinely getting balanced out here that they're saying is so positive. And so if you're still working, take more breaks. You can say yes to more breaks. If you are really surrounded by people all day long, have some more inner sanctuary time. Whatever works for you, but they're saying it's so divine. It's such a divine balancing out of energy for yourself. And then you come back in much better divine energy, balanced energy, and the people around you will be thankful too. So I wanted to share this as a reminder for myself to say yes to those inner sanctuaries, yes to sacred space, yes to creating and relishing in oases that you find. In the last couple of weeks, I've found, yes, a lot of our go-to things have been taken away, but you can find different places to go or different things to do, and to say yes to that. They were saying it's really say yes to that, even more so than in the past. Say yes to that. So I'm really liking that because it's giving me permission to say yes to more breaks, yes to finding more oases, yes to losing myself in more playthings. And I'm finding it brings you back from when you do have to do things, you're in a better energy, and you're greeting everyone else with better energy too. And if you're living cooped up with other people, you could still find your sacred space. So it was so ironic because when they said, find your inner sanctuary, your sacred space, we all, for the most part, are confined to home, which we consider sanctuary and inner space. But when you're living on top of each other, it's like working out new divisions of like who has this space. You can still create your own sacred space, even if you're surrounded by people. And they were saying it's in this time when everything is so we are confined, living on top of each other. There is still enormous energy going on all around with everything going on, that it's even more important to go within for your inner sanctuary, your oases, and to be encouraged to do so. So say yes. Say yes to your sacred space. Yes to finding more an oasis away from it all. For whatever little amount of time you can do, but you'll come back with a more divine balance of energy, better for you and the people that you come back to, greening the world like that. And they were saying that this is profound because we're coming up with a better divine balance of balancing the energy between ourselves and others. When you take time for yourself and then you come back out to greet the world, you have better energy between you, and better energy within inside you because you work it out. So pay attention to your energy levels, because if you feel like you need to get something out, if you have home equipment at home to exercise or put on a dance video or get out if you can safely and exercise or do something that is just fun, or exercise or an outlet of some kind. And they're saying too, we may discover new creative outlets or new things, new outlets that we can add to our spiritual toolbox. Even when life gets back to a new normal, you may just be adding to your list of what you can do creatively or to free up your energy or that kind of thing. So it's really a divine rebalancing going on here. So basically the underlying thing here was say yes to the sacred space, your sacred space, yes to your new oases away from it all. And it's a divine balancing of energy. You'll feel more balanced, you'll greet other people more balanced, and it's something to take with us. It's something that we're honing right now that we should forever do, because it's a beautiful new way of living where it's more balanced play, more balanced work, more balanced being in your own sanctuary oasis, coming back to others with a better balanced energy. And yeah, so that's what I'm getting the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to post this to share it in case it's helpful, and also to grant permission to say yes, to rejuve yourself more, to find those inner sanctuaries, your sacred space, however you do, your little oasis away from it all. I mean, I've been doing this my whole life, but it's been drumming home even more so even now, which I found almost ironic because we have more time home, but it's even more necessary now. And it is beautiful. So I wanted to share it with you and keep it on here for a reminder for myself to say yes to creating and relishing in more inner sanctuaries, more oases, and keep creating and relishing in that, and finding all the ways to bring more of that in, allowing ourselves to bring more of that in, because overall creates more divine balance of our energy and how we are energy-wise with other people. We come back better for it. So, all right, so I wanted to share this and leave this as a reminder on my channel as permission to say yes to this. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.